and I play and sing and go radio.
And I'm Alex, and I play guitar and sing.
So you just had the acoustic set in New York City. So what would you say is your favorite part about visiting New York and performing in New York?
The subways. I love riding the trains. I would do it all day, every day. We got lucky and actually did our record in Williams Records. I was actually just talking about that. And we were here for like a month and a half, and that was my favorite thing to do, was like just ride the trains in and out of Manhattan, just for no good reason, just to ride them.
He really did do that. He would just ride the trains just to do it.
I'm a people watcher, so.
So you just casually ride the subway?
Exactly.
And do you like these acoustic performances maybe better?
I won't say better, I'll say I like them as much in different ways. I like the intimacy of you know, sitting down with a couple of people and playing acoustic songs, but you never really find a way to beat just like the emotion and the energy that you can get out of a packed house. You know, it's a lot of fun.
What about you? Do you like acoustic shows or the big shows better?
I mean, I probably would say, I mean, it's a give and take, like you said, because, you know, you have, we love playing live because, I mean, it's all four of us and we are a band, and it's fun to be up there with Matt and Steve as well, and you know, we like to have energy and all that stuff, you know, that's why we write the music that we do, but at the same time it's really cool to strip it down and really have that intimate moment, like you said, with the fans and stuff. Yeah. Really hear them sing, you know.
Is that the best feeling, you know, having these lyrics you spend so much time writing, and you have all these fans singing them back?
Absolutely. It's a whole new high. It's crazy. You can't really explain the feeling that you get from it, but it is in fact the best one in the world.
And then you're currently on a headlining tour, so did you prepare any differently for it to be a headliner?
Oh, we prepared differently in the time that we had. We only had like 7 or 8 days to practice.
6 days.
6 days.
8 days home. 6 days of practice.
Yeah. So we didn't really have a lot of time to get ready, but it was a lot more. I don't know, I almost want to go strength training, you know, get ready for
it was like
the headlining tour.
It was like a concentration camp almost, with how like hard we were working. It was just like 6 days we had to double our set to do, you know, a headlining set. So we were trying to rehash and do these new songs.
Just practicing like 8-hour days.
Yeah.
It was intense.
Yeah,
it was intense.
It was cool.
Going into this tour, were you friends with all the bands, or were you just meeting them?
We're friends with one of the bands, Select Start. They're also from Florida. Amazing band, but the other two bands we'd never met before. But they've very quickly become friends with. You know, like it's a good tour to be on. I'm really excited about everybody there.
Now, is there any like ways to push through maybe that awkward phase at the beginning of the tour when you're just meeting everyone?
You just kind of say no. We're not going to allow that to happen. You know. I figured out, you know, the best way to, you know, get over something like that is just put both of you in a really awkward situation together. So, like, you know, you just sit down and you just might just put your hand on his leg like that, you know, and then you laugh about it, and it's an awkward laugh, but you're still laughing, so it's, yeah.
So you have to put yourself in the awkward position to get yourself out of it.
Absolutely.
I think, yeah, it's also, I think the first day or first couple days are extraordinarily important as to how you act around the other bands, because if you're really inviting and you're like stoked, that'll set the tone for everybody. And this is our first headlining tour where we've always kind of been the band that's like, we want to get along with everybody. Like so I mean, on this tour it was really easy. Everyone was just instantaneous. I think first night was hanging out. So
yeah,
it's cool.
And what would you say is a night like on the bus with Go Radio?
It depends.
Xbox.
Yeah, we play a lot of Nazi Zombies. Call of Duty's kind of our jam. So, on any given night, in any given second, when you know, I'm not hanging out with, you know, a couple of the guys or on stage, I'm in the back lounge playing Nazi Zombies. Usually asking him to play with me. Yeah. Trying to beat our record of level 14, which is, I know if anyone out there has ever played Nazi Zombies,
level 14. That's not.
Yeah, they'll call us names and it's bad, but.
We're learning, all right? We're learning. No, our bus is pretty tame after the shows. We get pretty tired, especially playing so late. It's different playing late now.
The headliners take it a lot.
Yeah, sure. playing a longer set.
Now, who's the better gamer out of the two of you?
Yeah, don't even challenge.
It's not even a discussion that can be had. It's just he wins. But he's teaching me.
He's getting better.
Is he?
He's getting better.
Saying that to be nice.
Yeah, but he's getting better.
You darn it, you.
Then this summer you're going on Warp. So
Yeah.
how do you prepare for a tour like that?
You don't prepare for Warped. You just know that it's going to be terrible, but there's going to be all these amazing highlights scattered throughout it. And at the end of it, you're going to look back and go, that was awesome and I had a good time.
Is there any band in particular you're looking forward to seeing?
Lots of bands. I'm looking forward to seeing Lucero, Jack's Mannequin, Acacia Strain. I'm looking forward to hanging out with our boys in Day to Remember and Inner Shikari. They'll all be there. August Burns Red. Every Avenue's going to be there. Like a lot of bands that we've known and gotten to be friends with are going to be on this tour. And we're really excited to be part of it.
A band that's kind of reuniting called Gatsby's American Dream is doing it this year, which is...
So is it kind of like, I went to this growing up and now I'm actually playing it?
Yeah, I was actually talking to somebody else about that the other day. Just how it's like this huge iconic thing, you know, like Warped Tour is such a giant in, you know, what we do, and it's such a huge staple in this industry and in the music that we listen to, and even the shaping of the music that we will listen to later. You know, to be able to say that at the end of this summer, I'm going to have been a part of that, and our band is going to have, you know, been a part of that. It's a huge thing.
It's definitely a milestone in our careers, for sure.
It always attracts like a harder fan base, or do you think since you've toured with bands like A Day to Remember and Chiodos, it's almost helped you prepare to...
Well, we've always been a band that just kind of makes what we have work. You know, like we've done the Chiodos tour, we've done the Day to Remember tours, we've done Red Jumpsuit, we've done these harder tours that, you know, don't really make sense for us to be on, but we're there and we're making fans and we're growing, and that's why you want to tour. You know, like we can play to the same 250 a night that want to hear us and will come to our shows and they will every single time they will listen to our band play, and that'll be awesome. But it's always going to be those same 250 people. If we play to 3,000 people and 100 of them like us, then guess what? The next time that we come through by ourselves, it's those 250 plus 100. So it's worth it to be out every second. It's worth it to go out with bands like that. And Warped Tour is going to be no different. It's just, you know, a larger audience.
Acoustic show, wearing August Burns Red shirts and A Day to Remember shirts, which is...
So it's like, we know what tour you
working,
saw us at.
You know?
You know, like,
we just do our thing in front of every audience the same as we do it in front of any other audience. And if they like us, they like us. If they don't, they don't. But it is cool to be in front of other audiences.
The days going without a shower or the 100-degree weather?
I think it's going to be a combination of the two.
And then with the smells that procreate.
Because we're used to touring, so we're used to not taking showers. We live in Florida, so we're used to 100-degree weather, but we've never had them both at the same time.
For
so,
2.5 months.
That's going to be interesting.
I'm going to be just, I don't know, probably like some sort of a monster by the end of it.
Services every once in a while or something, so we're going to have to try and take advantage of that.
But they do call it punk rock boot camp for a reason, so.
Yeah, or summer camp if you want to make it.
It's summer camp if you're going. If you're playing, it's boot camp.
Last time you Googled yourself, and what did you find?
I actually Googled myself on this tour because I got a new computer and I was trying to set up all the accounts and stuff on it, and I didn't have any of my pictures on it, so I was like, I have to get a picture from Google so I can do that. And just a bunch of pictures. It was good. I was very proud.
I think I tried it once, and I quickly realized that even on Facebook, there are like 5,000 million people with my exact name, so it just comes up with weird-looking people. So.
But is it ever weird to see something on Facebook where like people are posing as you? Or something like that?
That is weird. That is very weird. It took a little bit to get used to because we have, you know, fan pages here and there, and sometimes it's kind of, you know, it's like that's cool, but then you take another step and like that one's kind of creepy because you're talking to people as me, and that's a whole new deal.
Somebody wrote a song, right? Somebody wrote a song and actually recorded it on a CD that he put out, like professionally packaged. Gave it to Jason. There was actually a song.
It was based around the idea of he was writing from my point of view about a relationship that I had, and
pretty much wrote like a sequel to a song that you've already written.
Yeah, it was very awkward listening to it. It wasn't just one song. It was like there was a couple variations on the experience, and some of them were good, he was talking about me getting back together with my girlfriend, and some were bad, and I was burying my girlfriend in the backyard, and like
it was awkward for me to listen to, and it wasn't even about me. I was like,
there was one point on the record where he talked about us dating, like me and him dating. Like I left my girlfriend and went and we had a thing, and I was like, man, I'm not joking. I wish I were joking about this. It was scary. It was scary.
Funniest part is like the dude's voice wasn't bad and the music was actually
no, the band was really good.
The band was pretty good, but the lyrics are just like, what?
That's why they invented the thing called the restraining order.
We haven't seen him since.
Probably because he's seen interviews like this.
He's probably seen the question he answered before.
What's something that no one knows about your other bandmates?
Dang, should we just take this moment to just talk about this?
Steve smells like vinegar when he sweats for a long time.
But it's never bad. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's vinegar. It's weird.
That's gonna be an interesting combo on work though.
Oh, it's gonna be
awesome. I mean, none of us smell that good. What else? What else do we have? Isms. I don't know.
Brenz's mustache at one point in time took on a personality of its own. Started teaching Spanish to underprivileged children. It was weird. He found out. He actually walked out one morning woke up to go to the bathroom and looked up. His mustache was gone.
That's crazy.
Apparently,
making like a
you want to
salary.
No one
the
knows.
Mustache is doing fantastic.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice teaching.
He never shaved it. It's just the mustache decided to pursue other things. And
well, you don't believe us?
I don't know why.
Weird things have happened.
They bought Steve Smells Like Vinegar. The mustache thing. Doing the same thing, just hopefully on a much bigger scale. I will probably have a pretty sweet mustache by that point. I'm thinking about going ahead and start preparing for a May-stache of next year. So we'll see what happens.
That's gonna get gnarly.
But did you No Shave November?
No, I normally keep a beard anyway, so it's like No Shave November doesn't really do anything.
It's interesting because you can do that forever. You can do No Shave November, Octobeard,
fuck shaving February.
Yep, it can go for whichever one, you know. So
just grow it January.
Are you coming up with these on the spot?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Make your own mustache march.
Definitely sit on the bus and you're like thinking about
No, we got off a plane earlier and we were like coming up with things like catchphrases for people that can shoot fire out of their hands. That's how bored we were.
And we had been up since 5 a.m., so we were just like...
They were hilarious.
We thought we were hilarious, but probably a pretty ridiculous conversation.
Ryan Peters from Michigan wants to know what's been your most memorable tour experience.
Probably the tour stick prank where we were on tour and everyone it was the last day of tour and everyone throws streamers and comes out and sits on stage and just I don't know, it was a good day.
Awesome. So was the Fearless. All the pranks, tour pranks are always the best.
Last day of tour is always good.
Remember tour. Everyone from the tour grabbed a chair, and this band is notorious for going nuts. They're just an awesome band. They go crazy. And in their last of the tour, we all brought out chairs. Everybody sat right on stage. Pretty much took up the entire stage space. Yeah. Just sat right at them and just looked at them. We weren't having any fun.
The guitar player was just jumping all over.
He was crowd surfing on us.
The July week we had was pretty good. Were you there?
I wasn't there for that.
It was a tour before Alex joined. We stole this band that we were touring with. They're called the July Week, and we took their van and trailer, and we drove it down the road, and took their trailer off, and then brought their van back, and then acted like we didn't know what was going on. So they thought for a good hour and a half that their trailer had just been stolen.
So they're freaking out.
Yeah.
You guys know the whole time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun as hell. They didn't appreciate it, but I laughed and I laughed. And I laughed.
And what do you guys have planned for the rest of the year?
Tour. Literally, that's all we have planned for the rest of the year. It's just go, 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 go.
And anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for picking up the record. Thanks for making our numbers on this record huge and helping us prove to everybody that we can do it and that it's only going to get bigger from here.